It was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Mostert is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. They came with a safety blitz, and Daxton Hill got home.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Mostert as they stop him. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Second and 12. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
Here we go.
Now a 3rd and 6. Now Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tua going to try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it. Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. That's over the middle. Caught by Chosen. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now Tua going to change the play. On 1st down, Tagovailoa rolling to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. That's swung out to Mostert. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Bengals force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Looking deep here for Chase. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 74 yards. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Hill shedding the tackle. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Miami.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right.